Yo, 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 it's your boy Sir DQ back with another episode. And you know, I'm back at Fresh Fits. One and only, check out the homie. Come check out the spot. Come check out the space, man. Right here in Sunrise in Broward County. Shout out to my dog Don Kelso on the artwork. You know, I'm always about the home team, always about the gang team, man. More Miami artists that deserve flowers. Listen, I'm a Broward County guy, but I've learned to bump shoulders with some talented artists, coming to meeting a lot of talented artists out here in South Florida and Miami, and I had to realize that that's my face card. Like being solid with these artists, being cool with these artists, respecting their craft. That's been able to get me my notoriety, and it's built me up, ladies and gentlemen. My notoriety has built me up. To be able to sit down with the one and only, the NMB savior himself,
Yes,
Lord,
sir.
ladies and gentlemen. My guy Flokid is here.
Yes, sir. We here live, man. Flokid,
And I usually
NMB
do
savior.
intros for these artists, man. And I usually do intros for the artists, man.
Okay.
And I didn't even write one. I didn't plan one, so I gotta do what I usually do, man.
Okay.
So representing with me today, man, Mr. FLO Kid, always representing, spitting for
Yes,
the
sir.
NMB,
Yes, sir.
making sure that he's real as can be. Never been a fake guy, always been a real guy. Balling on the court,
That's
making
real
sure
now.
he ain't never coming up short. In
Yes,
life,
sir.
and standing tall on business is what he strives. Staying close to God and not against any odds, he will survive because you know it's that God. He's the one and only NMB Savior. I told thee that this guy, NMB Savior, Flow KID. Y'all give it up for him, man.
Dope intro, man. I appreciate that, man. Dope intro.
Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
Honestly, bro, you have definitely put on for the city of North Miami. And
North Miami Beach. North Miami, don't
Beach.
forget the beach.
And that's
Don't
what I want
forget
to
the
I want
beach.
to talk about. What makes North Miami Beach different from the rest of Miami?
It ain't really too. It's not much of a difference, honestly, man. We just, how can I say, man? We just a group of people who just not out here trying to get it, man. Just it's the people that I grew up with that makes us different. You know what I'm saying? I grew up around a lot of Haitians, but within North Miami Beach, I'm gonna tell you the difference in North Miami Beach between other cities. You would think North Miami Beach is only represented by Haitians, maybe some Jamaicans and Hispanics, but the Jews really run North Miami Beach. And I remember growing up, I was so like into repping the city so tough and being behind my city. It was like me and the Zoes, man, we rep NB, like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's for us. But as I got older, I realized who's really behind North Miami Beach.
I'm glad you said that because you touched on that on a track on your project.
Yes, called
that's coming
NB.
up called
NB.
Yeah, Nobody Cares, Work Hard is the name of the project. And what a slogan. How you came up with that one? I mean, I get it. It clicks. It's blatant as day.
Yeah,
How'd you stumble upon
that's
that?
just that's life's quote to me, and that's how I realized a lot of things. Is what I'm saying when you're going through stuff, it's just like nobody cares. Work harder. Like you really got to get up the next day or get up within that same 5, 10, 30 minutes of something happening to you. Really got to be able to, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Maybe shed tears, go through your emotions, but you got to snap up out of it. Do not fall into it too much. You feel me? Because understand that life's gonna keep going for sure.
And that's the fact. And it's not about what life's gonna give you; it's how you respond to it for sure. You know what I mean? And
that's real.
This man right here has got a good, phenomenal response team. All right, He's got himself and Big Dog up there.
I know that's
all
right.
right. And this is a man that's of God. I respect that so much for you to be as talented, to be amongst these different circles and staying on that as your message clear as day throughout your music. I love that. So let's get into the music.
Let's do it, baby.
Without further ado, more than an intro.
More than an intro.
Was more than an intro. For sure. It sounds like you found comfort in solitary.
Yes. And it's scary too, actually. You feel me? It's like you're in confinement in a sense. You feel me? It's scary because it's like, will you ever be open up to certain things like love and collabing? And I was scared of doing certain things when it came to even come to this project. Like I also into myself that I ain't really know how to collab or how to reach out or think I could do everything myself. That's why with this project, it's so many features because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna open up. I'm gonna open up and reach out to people. Even if I feel like my pride is too big, I'm gonna do it. If I get rejected, I get rejected. It is what it is. But yeah, even when it comes to like love, in a sense where it's like I find myself being too picky. You feel me? That's not a good thing.
Yeah, man, you seem like a very familiar with the ladies kind of guy. So you
Yeah.
dealt with rejection, and you
Oh yeah,
realize that
yeah.
love, you know what I mean? It's gonna
Yeah.
happen sometimes, not how you
Facts,
want to
facts,
plan to be.
facts,
The
facts.
rejection makes you, you know what I mean? Somebody told me a funny thing, man. They said, the guy that they always assume that's at all the women and all that, it's not, he's just a shooter. That's just what it is. At the end of the day, if you're gonna shoot your shot at 15 women and you leave at the party with 3, it's gonna look like, yo, every time he goes somewhere, he bags something. Well, if you're not trying, you ain't gonna be
You
able to
ain't
get
gonna get
nothing.
nothing.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
at the
that's
end of the day, a
real.
part of the rejection is how you learn how to respect a woman's stance, respect how to take rejection, know what to say, what not to say. Oh, I have to say that again. So even if somebody just taught that analogy into just how life is, I was dying about that. I'm like, that's crazy. This is like, at the end of the day, like, when has rejection ever stopped you from trying to continue to pursue women?
At all,
So
yeah.
why should rejection stop you from pursuing anything you want to do in life?
Nah, that's facts.
You know what I
That's
mean? At the
definitely
end of the
facts.
day, you're gonna just keep shooting. You're gonna fail probably a few times. You're gonna learn that you're not in that league. You can't come at that lane at that yet. But you know what you want. At the end of the day, you're gonna keep shooting.
Yeah.
And then guess what? You're gonna leave with a few yeses. You're gonna learn that something ain't always what it seems. And I'm like, dang, not the ladies aspect of life. I said,
Yeah.
that's a dope little flip. But speaking of dope flips, this is Marcus Garvey, Black Party killing Jim Crow. This is for the bullets that went through my brother's window, causing my whole depression that's moving higher than rent goes. That's on the intro, ladies and gentlemen. Out the gate, we acknowledging depression. I love that for our community as black
Yeah.
men.
Yep.
How did you get to that point
Um,
of acknowledging depression and and acknowledging where it stemmed from?
I think we lack. I think in the hip hop culture, you know what I'm saying, some of the most popular artists is now they don't show depression. They show, you know what I'm saying, glamour. They show success. They don't show, you know what I'm saying, certain things that I feel like the majority of people go through. And I want to hit you off bat of, it's called Nobody Cares, Work Harder. You feel me? And I want to get into the my feelings and what brought me into that being my life's quote, And if you're familiar with me as an artist, you already know my brother's story is one that molded me, But a lot of people don't know, like, the circumstances behind the story and how it made me feel. And
I know
off the
that your
rip.
brother's story is very important to you,
Yep.
and I think it tells, and you're gonna touch on it so much throughout the project. Do you mind even just explaining about your brother, what happened?
Oh, it's basically, how can I say this? It was not meant for him. It was a homicide that wasn't meant for him. False identity. I guess it was a gang-related situation, gang-related beef. My brother died off a mistaken identity of a car that somebody mistaken him for driving, thinking it was somebody else's, but it wasn't him. And it was a drive-by shooting. It was tough to deal with, but it's going on 11 years since it happened, so it's like I'm more open to talking about it.
My condolences.
Yeah, appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it, man. I'm not gonna say it's easier to deal with, but it's just something that I could mask a little better. You feel me? Like I could talk about it more. How can I say this? Just be more in my feelings about the situation and telling people how I felt then and how I feel now. Back then I really didn't go into depth. You know what I'm saying, about it because it affected me so much. I think about him often. He still comes in my vision. He still comes in my dreams. Sometimes it'd be crazy. Sometimes I sleep, and it feels like he's here. I picture me in scenarios of like me and him communicating. Then I wake up and it's crazy, man. Life is crazy. The way the human body and human mind works is nuts, man. When it comes to death, man, it's nuts. Especially if you were, close to somebody. Oh man, it's like they never gone for real. Like it's like you just see them in a different realm.
No, for sure. When somebody really means something to you, that's usually how it happens, for sure. Like something with me with death. it's something that I felt bad for, was that I don't cry immediately when I hear bad news about people's jobs.
Wow.
I immediately think about the moments with them, and then I sadly see the person, and at that moment of them going down, however it is in burial, it hits me like nothing else. Like I can't control the tears.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I felt so horrible when my grandfather passed away.
My condolences.
I didn't cry.
Yeah.
I was just young, and I was like, "Why aren't you crying? Don't you miss this man? Don't you love him?" And I just it just didn't feel, right. Once my grandmother passed, life goes on. More people pass, and I just realized like I'm just gonna immediately remember those moments. And it's like life is definitely about remembering those moments with those people that matter. That's what's gonna keep you sane, especially through fighting through these depression times and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like when you value those people's opinion, they actually meant you well. God gonna place them people in your life, so that way those are gonna you'll be able to lean on people. So like just like how you said your brother was in the home with you, your mother was in the home with you. Your mother's influence, I could tell your mother probably was very much a church lady.
Yeah.
Like she instilled like going to church for y'all.
Definitely did. She definitely instilled church. You know what I'm saying?
So like I guess like and then like you have your brother, that's your big brother's influence. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to be like their big brother.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? So you have those different influences growing up. You know what I mean? That's gonna pull you this way, pull you that way.
Yep.
And as you be able to just stem, like I said, with that bar that you said that the bullets that came through your brother's window that's making your depression to continue raise higher, for you to realize like, you know what I mean, this is where it stems from. This was something that hit me then, but now it's still hitting me later on.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Especially when you go through something that you feel like your brother should be. Oh man. Oh man, going through like even as, like, you know what I'm saying, small successes of music, and knowing that who he was, you know what I'm saying, and played a role in my music career. And when I see certain things happen, I'm like, damn, how about if he was here? Maybe things would have been better.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? That's when it really hits.
Value their opinion and what their mindset.
Oh man, because he was there. You know what I'm saying? It was me and him taking road trips to go to Gainesville to perform at UF, and he was one of the ones when I go somewhere.
Well.
No,
he just supported
just supported. He was a heavy supporter. People would come up to me and be like, "Yo, brother, talk about you, man, all the time at the job." And I'm like, "Oh shit, for real?" Like, he doesn't. We come like as men, we don't express how much we proud of you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't do it. My brother never be like, "I'm proud of you." I would know by other people telling me, "Yo, brother, talk about you, man. Talk all at you with your music," and I'm like, "Oh, word."
That's crazy.
Because he don't tell me that. You feel me? So it's like, I get it from somebody else to know that, okay, he's fucking with me.
That's the main reason why you gotta keep going on whatever you're doing and stay focused. Because you never know behind closed doors who's talking highly about you.
That's real.
You just gotta give them a reason to talk highly about you. They might not say nothing. And I think about it crazy with the hosting thing. A lot of my family members still come to me, they were like, "Man, you really do good with this hosting thing. You should do." I said, "I've been doing this for 10 years. Like, where y'all been at?" I hosted one mom's birthday party. Now everybody knows I host. And it's just like, at the end of the day, like, I love what I'm doing, is being able to give a platform. As I'm literally giving platforms to people I think that deserve the flowers. So
that's real.
For surely, out the gate on track 1, I'm proud of you for stepping into acknowledging that depression. I'm proud of you being able to be consistent. And then you got Cedric the Entertainer on there.
I was waiting for that one. I thought you was gonna start off with that, but that's dope. Yeah, I do. That's him. That's really Cedric too. Well, of course, because he name drops me, so you already know that's not no AI.
And then he was like music and all stuff. Like it was very like it was like, okay, this is definitely very, very dope. Like I said, to see for this artist that I've been a fan of for a few years, to be able to get to this point where out the gate on the intro. You're seeing so much growth. You know what I mean?
I think that's gonna be a shocker for a lot of people. Just what Cedric was saying in there too. Like, show me what Miami is really.
What Miami's really about.
Yeah, you feel me? And I did. I felt like, I know you is more than just,
the glitz and glamour music show with the music and It's a hard knock life for sure out here, and that's track 2.
Okay.
Out the gate. He said some real bars again on this one. And I love how the track is called Hard Knock Life, and you had a Jay-Z flip in there. I don't know, man. I don't think it's accidental, but you said, "I'm coming from a mother who says the devil raps." I could have been a Democrat, but looked up to the diplomats.
Ooh.
Now, speak on growing with that heavy church influence, mother probably upbringing, with the compromises of your brother's influences. You spoke on that, right?
Yep.
And you balancing through that life. And life is about duality. You know what I mean? And you obviously clearly seeing the different decide there. Being a diplomat or being a Democrat. Which way do I want to live my life more so? Which would please myself more, my life, my mother, what would please my mother more? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you finish that all up. And at the end of the day, this is kind of more what I wanted to do. But at the end of the day, you still realize where you need to be, and that's close to God.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? And I say that's one of the most powerful things. How do you navigate something like that? Like those battling those duality influences in these two rooms of like where hip hop, where people don't come up with that same type of upbringing and this thing. You know what I mean? Like how do you maneuver through these rooms to get to this place where you at now?
Trial and error, honestly, and what's good for my soul. I just know, like, you know, I talked about this in another interview before when I was trying to tell him I'm trying to like kind of start steering away from like secular music. I just want to get deeper into it. You know, so I think it's, I don't know. I just feel like I'm in this space where, you know, God is steering my life, and I just want to, you know, put it in the forefront. But you know, I still understand that, you know, as a man, as a human, I still sin. You feel me? Ain't gonna be an easy path, but I still want to see how I can actually be at least the most purest form that I can be, and try to do it with music. You feel me? Because music is so powerful, man, and you know, it's certain things that I started doing with music where it's like, it started from like, okay, no more half naked women. Like if there's women if you look now, there's no half naked women in my videos. You feel me at all? I remember one time I reached out to a girl and she was like a video model, a video chick or whatever, and I was just like, I need you for a video, but she's like, what do I need to wear? I said, you know, you be fully clothed. And she's like, oh no, I only do like bikini stuff. And I was just like, you see?
That's crazy.
It's crazy, you feel me? And I was just like,
she knows her market.
I was like, yeah, she knows her market, but I was just like, yeah, I don't need you for that. You feel me? And what I want out of life, I'm gonna get out of it. You feel me? For sure. So I started with that, knowing that, you know, if I could start doing that, putting certain type of women in my videos, I can do other things as well.
Right.
You know,
it's your career, it's your choice.
For sure. You know, and I just want to start on that path. But you know, growing up, following my brother's footsteps and seeing what was so popular and what was deemed as respectful to men was like following the street code and stuff. You know, I was more gearing towards that instead of, you know, trying to follow in the steps of God, because I was so young. I'm only doing what the community.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
cool.
just that's it.
Even with the Joneses,
You
they
know,
don't even realize what that even means.
Until you're facing consequences, until you really actually in that deep hole and you sitting there, you praying, you know, you got nobody to go to, but you just talking to God consistently. And sometimes he don't answer right away, but he answers in certain ways. It's like, come on, man. Come on. You feel me? Like
you have faith in me?
Come on, dog. Like
it's just
the way God answers, man, is it's crazy, man. Because it's like he ain't gonna ever show up when you want to. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't, I need $1 million tomorrow, God, please. You probably ain't gonna, you don't feel like he's ignoring you, but it's gonna come and, you know what I'm saying? If you're a submitted person.
I got a question for that too, as well, like about just something, you touched on that on the song, but before we get into some more of the songs,
go ahead, talk to me.
more of who you are as a person.
Talk to me,
and
man.
who you like to portray as an individual on the medias of the socials. And you said at 5:33 p.m., August 9th, this year, you said on Twitter's or X, or however you prefer to use the term.
Okay, yeah.
I'm scared of people that's always not figgy to moon. What is that? What is that?
I'm scared of people that's always. No, you said it wrong. Say it again.
I'm sorry. I'm scared of people that's always non-figgy toot moon.
It means I'm scared of people that's always in people's faces.
You know what Jamaicans call that?
What?
That's crazy. Y'all have that saying. Jamaicans say you're not supposed to love likes.
What does that mean?
The same thing. Like I don't love people that love likes. That likes to be liked. Like, so like you like people that like to be in people's faces. You just want to be seen, and like you love likes too much, bro. So that's why it's like even when the Instagram stuff come later and all, like it was funny. There was like That was always a thing. Like the people that love getting likes, you just different.
like
You're
you,
doing anything to just get liked. You love likes too much. So that's the
Yeah.
same thing as non-figgy. What?
None, no figgy toot moon. It means like,
Non-figgy tooth moon.
always in people's face. Yeah.
Non-figgy
In
moon.
Creole.
Non-figgy moon.
You know what's so funny? I always like when I be saying certain things, I say it in Creole when I really be.
Oh yeah, you be.
Yeah. So.
Hey, we got the track on here too, man. This guy is headshot, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
yeah.
Ça passe.
Naboulé,
That's
for
it. Ça
sure.
passe ou parler Creole. I love what's that? The purple mashed potatoes.
I actually hate that shit.
I love that. The tasso complete.
I know that's right.
With the rice. Oh God.
That's
Shout out
facts.
to my Zos, man. Shout out to my Zos, man. 1804, man. All right, he got another. He be tweeting. Listen, this guy be tweeting at 9:28 in the morning. What is on this man's mind on August 12th? Ladies and gentlemen, this man says, I have one of the worst tenants, dog. Shaking my head. So you're real estate?
Yeah, I do own an Airbnb. I own an Airbnb, and yo, them tenants, man. Oh man, if I just tell you. Like I walked in there one time 'cause I had to change the wireless, the AT&T. My internet was acting crazy, so I had to go in there and change the box.
Okay.
And I had to take a piss. And I walked in. I walked in the half bathroom, man. There was shit everywhere,
How
bro.
and why?
Yo, I don't know. Like, bro, like all it took was just a flick of the, you know what I'm saying? The toilet, you flush it, that's it.
Wow.
But when I walked in there, I almost threw up. You feel me? And it was just like, damn, man, that shit was just ridiculous how people just be.
That's wild.
You know what I'm saying? It was just disgusting, man.
People do be ridiculous. And
Disgusting.
You do be ridiculous online.
Yeah.
When you said, left Cooper's Hawk for lunch in Dania Point. Yeah, never again. I've seen every dumb from IG. I'm gonna stick to Doral.
Doral location. Yeah. So one time I went to Cooper's Hawk. It was a lady friend of mine's birthday. I took her to Cooper's Hawk. You know, she never been. She was like, that's one of the restaurants she wanted to go to. And I went there. You know, got her a bottle of wine, made her feel good.
One of them free bottles too.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Offer her too. Offer her too because I don't drink. Offer her too because I don't drink. Right?
That's fire.
We over there having a good time. We was doing lunch, and it was just left and right. I just kept seeing girls that I knew.
Nixie.
Oh my gosh! I remember getting up. So I remember getting up, right? So it was time for me to cash a check, and I remember getting up, and behind me was the girl I used to talk to on a date. Oh, and I was just like, yo, never again, man. I was like, dog.
Doral, out the way. I can't be up this side no more.
Out the way, man. Not Daniel Point, man. I'm good.
I don't like to be messy, man. Like I said to him before off camera, I'm not a messy guy. I'm not into the gossip. I like to just hold
that's just cool.
my people accountable, all right? And I want to he's spitting knowledge too now. Not just in the music. He got some good tweets. I'll let y'all know what those are later. He got a track called Meant to Be. So, you know what I mean? So tricking is just acceptable at this point?
Nah. Not. I mean, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Tricking. It depends how you trick, and I don't even think it's called tricking. I feel like if you got somebody that you really rock with, you want to spend. I think that's not. I don't think it's tricking, but they would call it tricking because
I consider tricking it's the tricks and the trades, the trick and treating, you doing this to get the person.
Okay.
Not keep the person, not have the person.
No, but if you like the person, you can spend on them. But I mean,
that's right. But you're trying to get the person's attention, and it's not even a guarantee.
Not a guarantee.
The trick, because that's part of the trick. Because you think you're tricking, and you could get tricked. You can trick and say, "Oh, I'm tricking. I'm giving this chick money. She's finna give me this." No, she's not finna give you that. And
you going based off going based off hopes for sure. I feel what you're saying. I mean, it depends, man. You know, I've done things in my life.
Taking care of a lady, buying a lady something. That's how you rock. Like you buy all your girls something, this and that. That's how you rock. Okay.
Facts.
But if you are interested in a lady, however, you get her this, you keeping her this, you got her like that. That's not tricking. That's interest. That's how you move. It is what it is. I don't want to go into too much of depth of it, but it's acceptable, basically.
To me, I feel like do your thing, brother.
Right.
Do your thing.
To
I ain't
each
mad
his
at it,
own.
for sure.
And on that track, you was kind of meant to be. You were talking about the tricking part, but you can really see that at the end of the day, you really a God fearing, church going man.
Yeah, for sure.
You hear it on the track. Like a track like this is an upbeat, probably one of the most upbeat songs on the album.
Yep.
And this guy says, like, he's just talking about like speaking like I'm gonna get you like this, shorty, but I'm still not gonna leave church to not be with you. And he just spitting like just the most like at the end of the day, like he's like, you thought you got me, but not yet. So he says, I can't even remember exactly what he said on the verse. But speaking of verses, what's one of your favorite verses in the Bible?
One of my favorite verses in the Bible.
And why?
I don't think I got a favorite verse off the top of my head, honestly. I don't think I got a favorite verse off
What's
the
the
top of my head.
last verse that struck you?
Last verse that struck me. Cause I'm not much of a Bible guy, honestly.
Oh,
so I don't
really?
really I don't really read the
Surprised
Bible
me.
like
You be
that. I go there
spitting
for
like
the word.
it.
Yeah, I go. So basically, and that's somebody who's like heavily starting to go into church right now. Like that's the only thing I don't. That's like one of my goals too, is to really get into the Bible. The Bible, I think I tweeted that, or I told somebody this. I was like, man, I need a Bible for dummies. Because when I start opening up the, you know what I'm saying, the New Testament, the Old Testament, I get lost. So that's one of the reasons why I go to.
It's something you got to spend time with. It's definitely a headache.
So that's one of the reasons why I go to church.
Right.
Because the way they give me the
break it
word,
down.
they break it down. So I take notes. You feel me? So I got mad notes. You feel me? I can give you notes.
I was gonna give you
days.
I was gonna give you 3 verses. I was gonna wait till the track How Come, and we spoke about the track How Come, because that was such a powerful track. But I'll give you one of the verses now, because you spoke a lot about like sin. I mean about poor, on that track How Come. Proverbs 14 verse 21 says, "It is a sin to despise one's neighbor, but blessed is the one who is kind to the needy."
Okay.
You know what I mean? I got some more Proverbs for you. But I'm surprised. I thought you was definitely
the Bible is where I lack.
Not even if you black. Don't say that.
Not black where I lack.
I said don't even say you lack. But nah, you definitely someone that's still spitting the word for sure. You're doing the right thing. Now I feel like on the project you get to Vulnerable City. This is what I call it.
Okay.
This is where you start talking about tracks like How You Feel Inside.
Yep. How You Feel Inside. Sirens.
Pray For Me.
Ooh.
So you start getting a little bit more vulnerable here, which I like this for the project for sure.
Yes.
And you said, and I quote, on August 28th, you said, "The beautiful thing about the journey in music is you don't have to beg support. If you market and promote effortlessly, it'll find the organic support for you."
For you. If that's not the truth I try to tell artists, man, I'm telling myself, because a lot of things that I've learned over the years is how to, and I'm still working on it, how to market and promote yourself. You feel me? And just putting money behind your art. You feel me? The system is, the internet is meant to help you. Like it can do everything for you if you just market and promote it, religiously, So I try to tell a lot of artists that, that's the beauty of music. Like you could just promote it and find your own demographic if you really just market.
Stay consistent.
Stay consistent, advertise and market to your own demographic that you feel like could, relate to you.
So as you enter Vulnerable City, track How You Feel Inside, one of my favorites. Like I said, it's one of my favorite parts to the project.
Yep.
Right here, this little 3 tracks back to back. What's the hardest things to accept for you in life?
Oh man. The hardest thing to accept.
Like what's the hardest things to accept for you in life? Like it's the hardest thing to accept. Like what have you fought for that you shouldn't have?
Like revenge. Like revenge and forgiveness. Those are the two. I want to say forgiveness the most. Forgiveness is number 1. That's one of my hardest things that I really want to just overcome is forgiveness. I battle that a lot, and it can be some of the most pettiest stuff. It's like, man, I'm gonna get you back. But it takes so much of my energy. It's like, bro, at the end of the day, if you do get your get back, what do you get? Like the satisfaction is never, it's temporary. You know what I'm saying? But like what they done to you always gonna like if I get you back for something that you did to me, like I said, the satisfaction is gonna be temporary, but what you did to me always gonna always, you know what I'm
Get
saying?
to you.
Always like damn, I can't be like let that
Eat you
let
alive.
that what?
Having that person
No
have to
matter
one up.
how much revenge I
That's
got
that-
from you,
that's
it's
that
always
real
gonna eat me.
basketball player
You
spirit
feel
right
me?
there.
Like
That's
how
it right
dare
there.
I let you know what I'm
Nah, yeah.
saying? You
Yeah,
do
you
that
had
to
the
me.
one
You
up on
feel
me.
me?
I'll
So
let you get that off on
you know what I'm
me.
saying? Facts, man. So forgiveness is something I want to work on because I've been wronged a lot of times, but then again, it's like I've done wrong people too. So it's like, you know, I ask for
Right.
people forgiveness all the time. You
Word.
feel me? So it's like, well, why? What makes me so different? So that's one of the hardest things I'm trying to get over for sure.
Nah, okay.
Learning how to forgive.
And you speaking about like dealing with a chick, I feel like on this track.
Yeah, for sure.
And what's one of the qualities you appreciate most? Appreciate most in how y'all say in Miami in a dom. You know what I mean?
Ah man, communication.
Communication.
I love a dom who know how to communicate. You know, so when you first meet doms, they all say they big on communication until things hit the fan and they horrible
don't know how
at
to
communication. They horrible. So I can appreciate that. I can appreciate a dom who's very expressive and know how to communicate. I love it. Like, if you somebody who can text all day, I hate it. But if you pick up that phone and you can really express yourself, I love it.
You said, speaking of communication, you said on September 3rd, we move now more further into the year. We wait from August. You said, had to realize people communicate different, even if I disagree with it. Some express themselves through long paragraphs. I can't do that. I'll dial numbers so fast and speak my mind. But I guess those paragraphs gave them time to get their thoughts. I get text misconstrued. As a person that will get on the phone with you, if you start texting something I don't understand for too long, yeah.
Hello.
What are you saying?
What
I'm
we
not
talking about
understanding.
here, man?
Like, what
Facts.
is going on?
Facts.
And it definitely effective communication is a thing. It's a big problem in families, big problem I say today
Yep.
in the world right now. But I'm gonna tell you what you did communicate well. You communicated so well somehow you got a game feature
Ah, okay.
for this next track, Sirens.
Sirens, yep.
How did that come about?
I got a shout out my dude, Big Trill. So I work alongside Big Trill. He's heavy into like the marketing and promotional game, and he got ties to the game, and he offered me a feature with the game, and I was like, yeah, I'll take it. I'll definitely do it.
I'm so
You
glad
know,
that I never really watched any of the promo video until I heard the project.
Oh, word?
'Cause I like all these visuals. Like, damn, I want to hear this project, but I want to
Yeah.
interview this nigga. So like, I'm watching the video, like the video you laying down with the mouth and shit. I'm like, that's so fire. And then you got the video with you staying out and the dude getting locked up behind you, and I'm like, what is this? I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to lock in this interview.
Okay.
So when I heard the song, I'm like, that's the song. So when I clicked the video, I'm like, oh no, I would have been like this project if I
Yeah.
knew this was the song sounded like. I didn't even picture that song to be about that. Like, it's a very much dedicated to, you know, our plight as and black people out here.
Facts.
But did you always feel a part of Black American plight, being Haitian growing up?
Oh yeah, for sure, because it has nothing to do with my culture. It's more so the race. You know what I'm saying? Like we, you know what I'm saying, been discriminated against for sure, racial profile. You know what I'm saying? That was been going on since I was a kid. You know. But then again, I did in Sirens. I do throw a little bit of, you know, battling my own kind as well too. It's like, you know what I'm saying, two spaces that I'm in as well. You know what I'm saying? Getting hatred from my own kind and getting hatred from, you know, just being black and in certain areas with, you know what I'm saying, with the police and enforcement, tax enforcement. You know, so in Sirens, I don't only want to dwell on the wrong, even though like 90% of the record is on police brutality, but I do talk about like still having to fight my own kind as well. Which I feel like some of us, we do, you know what I'm saying, sweep under the rug because it's like police brutality just gets more of a national headline compared to us doing
our fight amongst each other in the community is definitely one of the things holding us back. What do you think? How do you think, as a people, we should, or what we should do about being more valued
to each other,
into each other in society? Period. What do you think we should be doing or should do?
Just be open to loving and just being more so. What's the word I'm looking for?
See, that's why I call it vulnerable city. This guy's telling you just be more vulnerable.
Yeah, you just got to be more vulnerable for sure. You know what I'm saying? It's a word I'm looking for right now that I'm trying to. Damn. Just be accepting people for who they are without judging them. You know what I'm saying? Just point blank period. So you won't be, you know what I'm saying, more so be affected by.
Accepting, maybe be more accepting.
Yeah,
of people.
for sure. Like, don't go in there, you know what I'm saying, automatically thinking because I'm black, you black, I automatically want to hurt you.
Have better discretion.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Accept me for, I might be a loving dude, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't judge me by where I come from or you know, just the color of my skin and stuff, how we grew up.
Don't be
Like,
so
it's just a lot of
judgmental.
things, man. Like, yeah, being judgmental, we got to keep that to a minimum.
Yeah.
Because even I fall short of that sometimes too.
Facts.
We all do. You feel me? That's how we going to, it's not about finances, it's not about none of that, it's about you within, bro. You know what I'm saying? Automatically.
And like I said, I love to hear that artists like yourself are preaching that message still consistently at this point. Like it means a lot, and a lot of us need prayer.
Oh,
And that next track, pray for me.
Pray for me.
Whew. Yeah. What's something that you prayed for and you didn't get right away, but you did get it later on in God's time?
Whew. Wow, man. There's a lot of things, man. Wow. Just a clearer vision. Life can be such a blur for me. I just, you know, I pray to God that just give me a clear vision so I can know what I'm doing. You feel me? Like, I be lost a lot. You feel me? And I pray for that. You know, I pray for that. I pray for a clear vision. I don't pray for finances. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm more so grateful, thankful for health, you know, but I tell God all the time, like, make it easy for me to see your signs. Because I like when it comes to like seeing God's signs, I struggle with that. I be looking for the signs, and it's like I don't think it's gonna come like that. I don't think the signs is gonna be like I'm driving and it's gonna say, "Hey, Flokid, da 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 da." You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's gonna be like that. So I always tell God, just give me a clear vision of like my purpose and what I'm supposed to do out here. You know what I'm saying? So that takes a long time because you know I don't know how it's gonna come, but it comes in certain, you know, certain specs. Like, you know, I'm big on like community work. You feel me? And I always feel like that's my purpose. I always feel like my purpose is to help others, like no matter what it is, just to help others.
That's a very good selfless thing, man.
You feel me?
You're an accountable guy.
Well, for sure,
I like
for
that.
sure.
On Pray For Me, you said, forgive my ways and everything I always seem to ruin. Instead of healing, I tell myself all these bad excuses. Why sinning got me in a choke, that's why my life in a nuisance. I feel so stupid. I know God forgives, I just abuse it.
Tough, man. That, yo, those last 4 bars, tough, man.
Like, it's hard just to get a clip of that. Like, usually I like to get like a little 2-piece of the bar, but it's like, this whole thing, I gotta get this whole quote. This whole quote, like, the accountability and just like knowing your place and just like, you know what I mean? And knowing what people do. We all make so many excuses instead of making some action about what we need to be doing, man.
Just hearing it from you it makes me realize like how tough those bars is. If you actually sit there and you dwell on it, like that's me. Like you ask God for
That's
forgiveness.
why I quoted it.
You know you following the forgiving God, but it's just like me knowing that He's a forgiving God, I abuse it, which is horrible.
Terrible.
You feel me? And it's just like I want to get into the space where it's just, you know, I walk that path where it's like I don't gotta do that. Like, yes, I know I'm a sinning man, but it's like, bro, like you just doing this because you know you can wake up one day and be like, God, forgive me. You know, it's just it is tough to say it because, like I said, a lot of people have skeletons in their closet. They never wanna. Everybody wanna act like, you know, they're this walking perfect person. But me, I never do that.
You know, speaking of people that got skeletons in their closet and acting like they're perfect, you said I can't stand FSU fans from Miami. You know, I don't get them either. How?
Oh, man, I forgot I tweeted that. Hate them. Hate them. Because majority of them didn't even go there for Florida State. Shit. I give you a pass if you went to FAMU.
If you went to school up there.
You know what I'm saying? But even, I still won't give you a pass if you went to TCC, which is Tallahassee Community College. I can't give you a pass. You know what I'm saying? But I might give you a little pass because it was that whole community where, you know how Tallahassee is. It's like a really college town. So I might give you a pass. But I just felt like, you know.
Now, if you were born and raised down here, that just
and it's like
how? You went to high school in Miami.
Like what we talk, and we're not talking about like the major pro teams like Miami Dolphins and stuff. Like we talk about like we're connected to UM, and I didn't even go to UM, but it's like UM, I'm connected to UM. Like everywhere I went, it was UM.
Yeah, I don't get it. I'm a UM fan.
I don't know,
as
man.
Well. I'm a UM fan as well.
I don't know.
It's all about the U. You know what I'm
all
saying?
about the U for sure. That's
I just
weird to me, man. But
I
whatever.
just don't get it.
To each his own.
But then you pay homage to the city as a real representative of the city. That's why I call the next part of this project, where we get into tracks like Techa.
Techo.
This is like the Haitian boy anthem right here.
Oh man, when that thing come out, brother. Oh my God, man. That's one of the ones for me, man.
So Techo got Ball Greasy on it?
No, that's Billy Blue.
Billy Blue.
Tapia.
And who?
Tapia.
Tafia. And I saw Tafia and I chopped it up with him at the event.
Okay.
Shout out to you on the event at the Reserve.
Yeah, I appreciate it, brother.
Very dope event. I even bought this hat there because I saw my homie D Money.
D Money came? D Money came with goods too?
Yeah.
Shout out to D Money, man.
So he came. I bought this hat ironically there.
Okay.
And
that's one thing about D Money, he a hustler.
Yeah.
Trust me, D Money walk around. I don't know if you're gonna chop this part up, but if you don't know who D Money is, D Money when you see him, he walks around with a bag.
Yeah.
And the bag is merch.
Yeah.
I respect him, man. He's a true hustler, man, for years.
Shout out to D Money, man.
Shout out to D Money, man. Oh man,
that's
true hustler.
I ain't gonna lie, I met him.
And he a raw artist, raw rapper too.
I met him going to the what's his name? Shade 45 dude, Sway. I went to the Sway show that they had in the Wynwood.
That's where I performed. I did.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Okay.
And then Hoodie was there.
Hoodie was there. Shout out to Hoodie because Hoodie made me skip.
Nikio performed.
And Nikio, yep, my
so
guy.
all y'all performed, and he saw me there, and I had like the Union ones on, and he was like.
He got those too, I think. I seen more a couple times.
D Money was like, "Oh, you came out with the Union ones with the Obama shirt. Oh, you snap, bro. What's your name? You somebody." So that's how I met him.
Yeah.
We kept in contact. We done shows together. I bump into him all the way to however, and I always plugging in. And that was for however, you know how long ago that was.
Yep. That was a minute ago.
You know what I mean? So
that was like
2018. That is those are the examples I'm talking about with being cool with y'all has given me my Miami face card.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like just being just cool with y'all, being supportive, going to see artists that I like to hear, bumping to other people. They're like, no, you fly, you cool, you're stepping.
Okay. I can see the connection.
You know what I mean? So Techo, just wait for that. I ain't gonna talk too much on that. Just that's none of that. That's Billy Blue and that's Flokid, Haitian anthem.
And Sasha Camille.
They spoke so much Creole.
On there.
Google couldn't help me.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Google couldn't help me.
Yep.
But the next track I love, no pun intended, Loving Me. It seems like you're tired of the Miami streets and want something real.
Oh yeah. I'm always yearning for love, man. I love love. I love feeling, I love that feeling of, you know what I'm saying, being for somebody and
what
being with
qualities
somebody,
do you love the most about women?
Like
what's the quality you love most in a woman? Like that's
their consideration, because you can't teach that. I feel like when somebody considers you, they really care about you.
So in a sense, you prefer a woman that is clingy versus unbothered.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
If you ain't clingy, you ain't. I'm gonna do what. Like what? You know what I'm saying? Like I need you on my D.
Yeah.
I definitely need you on. I'm not really with the nonchalant stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
I love affection.
I can't dig the thug misses, man.
Listen, figure out your love languages.
Oh yeah.
Because this guy knows his love language, ladies and gentlemen. He said my love language. He said on Twitter at 11:20 a.m. at 9/3, September 3rd. My love language is putting each other onto documentaries and true crimes. What's one of your favorite or most recent ones you have seen? Documentaries.
Right now I'm watching the Selena documentary.
I heard everybody talking about that.
Yeah, on Netflix right now. But I was watching the BTK. Was it the BTK? I don't know what the BTK is. The BTK killer.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's a BTK killer. Just look him up. I watched that. I watched I think it was the Epstein joint. Was it Epstein or?
Okay. Oh Lord.
Yo, it was a lot. Yo, it's a lot
That's a
of.
lot of stuff.
I talk about all the Jeffrey Dahmer series, all the
That's love language. Shorty come through with a
Oh yeah,
documentary
we
that
watch
you
it.
ain't never
Listen,
seen.
man, if you tell me you love true crimes and documentaries, man, we going
Yeah,
up. We binge watching a lot of stuff.
we
You feel me? I
spent
fell in love
a
with it.
lot of time together.
Yeah, the ID channel had got me.
Yeah, my
addicted.
girl. When I remember
Yeah.
my girl, she used to have the ID channel on always at night, and I'd be like, "What is this you be watching?" She's like, "You never seen it?" I'm like, I guess I gotta watch it tonight. Like,
Yeah,
and I'd be
yeah.
like, "Nah, there's some shit going on."
Mhm.
The next
Love it.
track, more homage to the city. You already did your Haitian anthem. You did your "Love and Me," showing like, you know, I'm tired of these Miami streets, but let's be real. And then you got the track NMB.
NMB, man.
Just
NMB.
stepping from my city 10 toes till I ruin shoes. And then I realized what we don't run shit like we the Jewish do.
Like the
you
Jewish
said this
do.
earlier.
Yep.
Damn, we some foolish Jews. When did you learn that lesson and how?
You want to know how I learned that lesson? I'm gonna tell you how I learned that lesson. I remember, so I did a video for that song, right? Just, you know what I'm saying, a little reel. This one I realized it prior to that, but this one I realized the power. So in that video, I shot around in the Jewish community in front of like one of the churches, right? Just it was me and my nephews. And my nephew's holding the camera across the street, and I'm just walking. You know, taking B-roll, just me walking by the churches. But, you know, I'm taking multiple takes, so I'm just walking, walking. Probably taking me about 5 to 7 minutes max. So I drop my nephews home. They stayed down the street. So, yeah, I pulled up to the crib, and then I noticed the police officer probably like 3 to 5 minutes later pulled up right behind me. And he was just like, you know, were you questioning me about me being, like, well, was I the one that was walking up and down by the, you know, in the Jewish community?
Church.
You by the church or the Jewish community, and I was just like, yeah, I was just shooting content for an NEB picnic that I had. Do you want to see it? He had, you know, he had no means of wanting to see anything. He just wanted to make sure it was me and I wasn't doing no ill will. But I just understood how powerful, you know what I'm saying, they are in our community, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a very powerful. You represent NMB very much, brother. Homecoming King.
Homecoming King.
Made me a popular thing. My neighborhood set me up for what obstacles.
Rings.
Basketball ain't even no hype. Only that Charger helmet.
Yep.
Then listen, as a fellow basketball lover, man, it's so annoying to see how much support a lot of the football people that don't even care as much as you do and get opportunities because they in South Florida, and there just wasn't a lot of those programs out here for us. When did you stop chasing hoop dreams?
Oh man, right after high school. You know, like South Florida is not really prevalent when it comes to basketball. Now it is. Like now you get, you know what I'm saying, you get a little shine here and there, but football has always been a football state.
Right.
Florida always been a football state. Miami's like a football haven.
Right.
You know, and I stopped chasing it after I noticed, because basketball was my first love. I always tell people that. It was never music. Basketball was my first love. But I knew earlier I probably wasn't going to the NBA, but I was like, all right, let me just try to use it as a tool to get into school. And like I balled my senior year, but my team was sorry. Like NB was sorry as shit. We went like 3-18. We didn't beat nobody. We was getting mudded. So I used to get a little D3, maybe some low-level D2 offers, but when trying to keep up with me around that time was just horrible. Remember, this is not the day and age of the internet. You know, we had VHS as, you know, as our means of, you know, highlight tape.
Did you graduate like 07?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Highlight
Very
tape. So
different timing.
So it's like, you know, I ain't have much, and the support system, like when it comes to family and the coaching staff, was minuscule. It was horrible. So I had to, you know what I'm saying, fiend for myself. So when I went to Miami-Dade, I tried out. It was horrible. I ain't make nothing after that. I was just like, yo, I'm done with this. You feel me? Like,
And did you pick up music then?
I picked up music when I realized my life was stagnant at one point, just going to work and, you know, stepping out in the club scene. I found that to be repetitive, and I was like, yo, I need something, man. I need something else to bring me excitement, just something else. And I just remember recording at my cousin's crib. He had like a little a PC where we could record and freestyle over stuff. And I found myself kept going to his crib. I don't know, I just hearing myself over beats just felt good. Even though if it was just for me, but me and him going back at it, you know what I'm saying? It felt good. And I was this is dope. And he was like, yo, he put the fire under me. He was like, bro, just go to the actual studio. Because I think he got tired of like recording me. You know what I'm saying? And me coming over every day, bro, you up? Let's record. He was like, yo, go to the studio.
He's like, leave me alone.
Yeah,
bro.
like, duh, bro, this is done. I'm done. I got other stuff I want to do. And yeah, I went to the studio, and it was that after that.
After that, he was on
It was
your
over
shit.
after that, yeah.
Went to the Starboy.
Now I didn't go to Starboy. I got introduced to Starboy. I went to Audio Vision
I heard about Audio Vision.
on Wex Dixie and
I
man.
heard about that.
Yep.
And just what I was about to say, the death of your brother really truly impacted you. That's why I wanted you to speak about that right at the gate. A song almost basically dedicated to him.
Yeah.
Been a minute, which is one of my favorites as well off the project. Like once again, RIP to his brother. Condolences as
Long
well.
live Josie. Yep.
Who was the person that was speaking on?
My sister.
That was it at the funeral?
No, it was I called her because I know that I'm not gonna say I know, but I just feel it in my soul that I'm the only one who goes to see my brother at the cemetery. You feel me? Because nobody talks about it. So it's like I feel like I'm the only one. I always felt like that it's been like 11 years. So I'm like, man, nobody really talks about going to see him at the cemetery. Like I don't see pictures, I don't see videos, nobody says anything. So I always feel like I'm the only one that goes. And I remember one time I asked my sister, do you go? And she said she doesn't. So I said, I want you to, so I told her, I want you to do a voice note, a voice recording of how you feel about not going. Like, what's the reason? You feel me? And she did it. And because I always felt like there were times where I could go visit my brother and I didn't. That's why it's called Been a Minute. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute since I've seen you, been a minute since I talked to you, you know what I'm saying? Certain things like that. But I always felt like I was the only one. And my sister, she did it. And it was one of the most, it was crazy hearing that, man.
That shit was powerful.
It was crazy hearing that.
That's why I thought it was like her speaking until she said something about 11 years. That's why I'm like, well, this can't be at the funeral because ain't no way they held the funeral 11 years after he passed. Powerful. My condolences once again, man. That obviously I can see that has been a death that has impacted you heavily. Like I said, I'm a person about this music, man. All right? Fell off with this music shit. I'll be the one again. Living in the dark, I pray to God I see the sun again. Hold up, let me not stop you there. Left eye dropping tears like waterfalls on your pictures. And these scary friends done made amends with the families of your killers. I'm really hurt, but I don't mind being the villain. It's hard to stick to the vision. You see blood up in these eyes. Immune to the death, I think twice when I handle life. I'll pay the price. What's the cost? You see after life, I'm locked up in all my feelings. These are my Miranda rights.
Crazy.
What's wrong with you? You got like...
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, appreciate it, brother.
That was crazy. I'm gonna let y'all go back to that. I'm gonna keep it going forward. Okay, pause. How come? Very powerful song.
I'm telling
you. Like I said, you were really speaking God's word. I was surprised that you weren't so much into the word, into the Bible. This is basically like a song for the homeless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like I said, Proverbs 21 verse 13 says, whoever shuts their ears to the cry of the poor will also cry out and not be answered.
Powerful. What a word. Wow. I believe in that too. That's crazy.
Also, Proverbs 22 verse 22 says, do not exploit the poor because they are poor, and do not crush the needy in court. So people that take advantage of people that don't have the means to protect themselves, that's against kind of what even, you know what I mean? So How Come was a very powerful song about the gentleman I heard in between Ronald Davis. There's a thing that he was saying on there. And it just made you really think about, like, you know, just in perspective, how privileged we are. And the things that we're saying how come for, compared to what he was saying how come for.
Yeah.
We're just
right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like we're like, you look what you crying about. There's a person right now homeless. Powerful song, man.
Yep.
And then our final track, you put your more than an outro.
More than an outro.
You put your hands on your you put your hands on your past manager.
Oh, but we're not gonna dwell into that.
All right, we're not.
But, yeah,
but you said something about you discovered your brother's body.
Yeah. Definitely did.
man, you are a powerful guy.
Yeah.
I love that you keep on preaching this powerful message you're doing, but nobody cares, work harder. You also said, he who performs for applause has already lost his voice.
Already lost his voice. I got that from shout out to West Side Gun off the end of the song of Amara's Kitchen. He has like this, like, I don't know, like I don't know if it's a poet, I don't know who it is, but it's somebody talking at the end of the record, and he says a lot of
Shout out
powerful
to West
quotes.
Side. You said, won't be satisfied until I get a beat from Alchemist. That's definitely.
I need that.
Listen,
Lord
that's
Jesus.
my favorite producer.
I need that, man.
Who's
Come on, God.
Who's some of your favorite producers?
The Conductor Williams, The Alchemist, of course. I like Hit Boy. I like Hit Boy and Alchemist album too. I love both of them. They so fire. Nicholas Craven.
Yeah.
I'm into Nicholas Craven right
and
now.
Boldy go crazy every
my
time.
God,
Yeah.
man.
Don't worry.
But then again, I'm happy for the producers that I work with right now, like CT Beats, shout out to Product, you know, Trey Heimlich. I feel like those are the top 3 in my realm, in my circumference.
Shout out to Trey. That's a dog. That's service.
Mozzie.
Shout out to my guy.
Yeah, Mozzie, dope. Those 4 producers right there, man,
Yeah.
I'ma always work with them. They got me. They got my lane. They got my vision. They understand. Trey Heimlich, Product, CT Beats, and my dog Mozzie, man.
That's dope.
Yes.
Listen,
Shout
man,
them
I
out.
hope after this interview that you will also be very, very tapped in and tuned into this gentleman and influenced
sir.
by what his message is, as he was talking about with the artist that he did.
Love,
So like I
brother.
said, man, it's your boy Sir DQ. I'm glad my guy Flokid came true. He came and told y'all what to do and making sure that y'all moving smarter. Just know that nobody cares. You just gotta work harder. So make sure that you always on top of your game. Never be in their lane. Never be like them, because they're never the same. If you being you and just staying true to what you always do. Mr. Flo, always the original guy you already know. And he's never been too childish about anything, but he's still that kid, you know what I mean? Please give it up for my guy Flokid, y'all.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Yes,
No
sir.
problem, man.
Love.
Tap in. Tap
Tap
in.
in, man. Follow me everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, all that. FLOKID88, man. The NB Savior.
Yeah, man. Love. Stay tuned.